Hi traders, this is Mike Hamilton. Little bit of a disastrous day on one level. I did recover my position. I'll go over that in a minute. But in the meantime, let's start by looking at the Dow. Before I do so, there's very, very little data tomorrow. Most of Europe is on holiday. I'm not quite sure why, but they are. And we only got weekly US jobs, so not much to chew on. And all we are doing is staying just inside a channel on this Dow, and we're holding the 21 EMA. I did short this, got about 40 plus points out of this, but when I realised it wouldn't break the lows, ramped up the stop and just took the 40 points off. So what am I expecting tomorrow? Well, the fact we keep closing lower and the volume seems to be very, very weak, I'm expecting this to give way. I think this will give way. And we're struggling under, we've got something of a distribution pattern up here. We've got 1, 2, 3. I mean, to me, that's a Fibonacci wave ready to break, ready for a break of this area here. So that's the chart pattern I'm seeing. So if we break 18.5 and break yesterday's lows, I think we're going to see 17.5 pretty quick. The question is there anything tomorrow that's going to create that opportunity? Well, I'll certainly be looking at the Dow at the open at 3 o'clock reversal time, and then let's see if that can deliver. So that's the plan for that one. The DAX is a better short. That's really given way to under a key level. So I'll be watching the open on this one. For example, if we get, we haven't got Europe open tomorrow, have we? I think they ramp up the spread when Europe's not around as well. So I may have to leave this one alone. We could just hover there without any European data. May just drift a little higher. So I'll have to leave that. Right, so that's the plan for the Dow anyway. Let's look at the strongest, one of the strongest currencies out there at the moment is the Euro. I tried to short this thing on a Data 15 setup and got stung. But obviously Europe's on holiday tomorrow. So we are sitting on an even keel up here at resistance. And again, that might just drift a little lower. And unless the US weekly jobs is a big mover, I wouldn't expect too much out of that. Let's look at the other. Euro CAD is, I mean, that's sitting on a very nice fib level. That's stopping by yesterday. So I traded the Euro Aussie thinking that the went long on the Euro Aussie. I just picked the wrong one. This one held a fib level and came up. The Euro Aussie stopped me out. So you can see what a sort of disastrous. It's one of those days. I was not in the zone. It happens. It doesn't happen very often, but I was not in the zone today. Watched a couple of moves pass me by. So I will just take it easy tomorrow. So a pullback to 500 will be great on that one. Otherwise, I will try and see if the Euro Aussie is in play or not tomorrow, but it could be pretty quiet. Pullback on that one is 112.50. As for the pound yen has a reversal bar. I think we're basically very, very extended. This 21 EMA is miles away. So I think at the very least we could see a repeat of this kind of pattern where we just drift for a while. Would I short it? Yeah, I think that is, it's a reversal bar after all, and we are very, very high. We have a divergence on the stochastics at the moment. And we have IRSI, so I would look for a short to see if a short can work. But I do think at some stage, if we come back down to these support levels of 183, 185, 185 in particular, I think that could get another leg up. We've had 2 legs up, so I would look to buy into the beginning of a third one. So I'll keep an eye out for that for you. Otherwise, just staying out. Pound Aussies come off that fib level. Pound US is doing really well, so that's a pullback to 15680 if we see it. It's definitely running out of puff. There's 2 decent legs up there. I think with a potentially low volume day that could drift lower. Again, we are just waiting for the EIs to catch up. Right, gold has had a great day. That's a very, very big move in the gold, so we need to look at the miners. Nothing much else to report. Let's have a look at. I did trade the oil. I actually had to go out. I took, as it happens, I took oil off at the top. Oil had a sweet move intraday. Let's have a look at the 15-minute chart. So I caught a slice of this move up here. I was about to ramp the stop up anyway, but because I was going out, I just took it off. As it happens, I caught the top. Now, it wasn't my intention to catch the top. I actually thought with this hammer down here and the wave count, 1, 2, 3, pull back. I actually thought we may get a little higher. We didn't. Nonetheless, I made money. That's the most important thing. What would I do tomorrow on that? I would leave it. What do I think is going to happen with oil? We're sitting inside yesterday's bar. Obviously, we come in contact with the 200, and we are really struggling. So I think we need a good retest of about 58.40 at least. We're in a squeeze. See how the 50 and the 55 and the 200 are really getting quite narrow here. So we could potentially get some sort of trend change here, and it could go either way. At the moment, the dollar's very weak. So if we look at the US dollar CAD, that's just sitting on the 200 with the 21 EMA coming across. So I think if we break this low, I think that could drop. US dollar yen. I'm waiting for this to come down much further to meet with the 200, at which point I will be interested in buying. Would I short that? Yeah, you know what? That is a good short, a potential good short, because the thing with it is the stock will be pretty close. Right, let's just catch up with a few stocks. And let me just go to my record sheet here. Right, TT Take Two is struggling at the moment. I am actually in this. I've been triggered long here at 24.60. I'm just narrowly above water. There is a couple of lower closes. I've got to be very careful. I will now. I will keep. Actually, it's a very tight stop, so I'll just keep my stop underneath that fib. But I am triggered that one, and MET, I was waiting for a pullback. This one is not pulling back. So I'm going to take my order off now and just see how that one's going to happen. See, that's not very good English, is it? So let's see what's going to happen with that one. Calm has performed. Cal-Maine Foods, that's just, wow. I'm not in it. Unfortunately, I'm not in it. Brocade is a watch. We're in a big box. I'm just not looking to get in on a stock that's so close to resistance. Ideally, I would like that to drop to the bottom of the box. Baidu is a watch. Slipping lower, not holding. Facebook is a watch. Ah, right, okay. Have a light bar, close above. I am going to nibble this one. I am going to look to get in at 78 on this one. My stop is going to be under yesterday's lows. So again, it's a very tight stop chart pattern. Right up against the trend line. I tell you what, for the sake of a few quid, I'm going to stand aside and let that one work its way out. It's going to get a bit more time. What I really want is a touch of 76. Netflix is beginning to struggle. That's pretty flat. Can't remember why I like that one, so I'm going to ignore it. Autodesk, nice move in Autodesk. What was I looking for on this one? This is a good one. That is a very neat move. Not quite filled a gap. But all we've done is match the gap range. We're just matching the gap bar. I will nibble along at 57.95. With a stop under that box. Okay, that's all I've got for you, and catch up with you in the room tomorrow.